Palworld has been getting a bunch of new updates, which means a lot of new glitches. I've been playing this game since it came out, and here is every single unpatched glitch that you guys can use right now. Now we're going to start out with the most OP glitch in the entire game. This is a red alert glitch, guys, which means if you're watching this video like a month or two in the future, this is probably going to be patched, but the rest of these glitches aren't going to be patched. So if you try this one out and it is patched, do not worry, the rest of the glitches in this video will work. However, this is the most overpowered glitch I've ever seen in this game, so if you wait too long to watch this video or to do this glitch, it probably will be patched. Anyways, if you're one of the first people to watch this video and you want to do it and it is not patched, congratulations. Now, here is what we are going to do. We are going to duplicate anything that you can apply to a pal. So that means these concentrated all-purpose pal extracts, that means any potions you want to put on the pal, that means any XP you want to put on the pal, you can duplicate all of it. So what we're going to do is grab some random pal that we have that is level like 1 or something, and we're going to completely add a whole bunch of things to him and make him overpowered and duplicate a ton of items. Now, I don't have too many things in my inventory right now that I can apply to a pal, but remember, you can do this with anything. That means skill fruits, that means souls, that means concentrated all-purpose pal extract, that means any kind of potions, anything that you can put on a pal, you can do this with. So let's go ahead, and the first step to doing this glitch is make sure you have everything in your inventory that you want to duplicate putting on the pal. For me, it's going to be these all-purpose pal extracts and the training manuals to give them XP, and you're just going to want to leave the game. Now, after you leave the game, you're going to want to go into your settings. This part is very important, and you're going to want to turn your autosave interval all the way up to 30 minutes. Now, sometimes if you're playing on multiplayer servers or whatever, they don't have this setting. I don't know if it works on multiplayer servers, but obviously you can just ignore the step if you are, because you can't do this on multiplayer servers, only your own. Now, once you are back in your world, what you're going to want to do is take the items that you want to duplicate and apply them to your pal. So for me, it's going to be this Daydream right here. You guys can see I just max leveled him up, and I put 4 stars on him using the pal extract. Remember, you can put a bunch of other stuff on him too, like souls, you can put work suitability books, you can put the potions to increase his strength and stuff like that, anything you want. Now, what you are going to want to do now is make sure you have one of these placed down. This is the global pal box, which you unlock at level 1, is really easy to build, and you're just going to want to put your pal in there. So in order to do that, you want to put your pal in your global pal box, your normal pal box, and then you go over to your new special global pal box and you just put the pal that you just upgraded into there. Now, what you're going to want to do now is close out your game very fast. So for me, I'm on PC, so I'm going to press Alt F4. If you're on Xbox or PS5 or Mac or whatever, you can just press the home button. Pretty much you just want to get out of the game as fast as possible, so I'm going to Alt F4 real quick. Now that you're back in the game, you can just join your world like normal, and you'll see something crazy has happened. When you're in the world, you're going to see you have every single item that you used on your pal, and it's perfectly still in your inventory. Your pal is also going to be here before you upgraded him. Now, the crazy part is, if you put this pal in the pal box and then you go over to your global pal box, the upgraded pal will still be here. So you can just move that upgraded pal over to your pal box, press escape, and boom, you have the upgraded pal in your inventory. He's 4 stars, he has all the upgrades that we gave him, and we still have the items in our inventory. So this is definitely one of the most overpowered glitches in the entire history of this game. It's really OP, so if you guys want to do it very soon. If you're one of the first people watching this video, it probably won't be patched. If you're watching this weeks and weeks ahead of time, it's pretty OP, so it probably will be patched. However, let's get on to glitch number 2, which is going to last a long time, so you don't have to really worry about this one being patched. Now, glitch number 2 is a very overpowered XP glitch that almost nobody knows about, so I brought a bunch of level 1 pals to show you guys how this works. Obviously, it works for yourself too, but I'm already level 60, so I can't really de-level myself to show you guys how that works, but if you're really low level, this will rank you up too. This works best if you put your XP rate all the way up, but it still works normally on multiplayer servers and everything, so you can do this anytime. The first thing you're going to want to do this glitch is you're going to want to find a Meemog pal, which is of course the little treasure chest pals that are around this area. The best place to find them is at 35024. Those are the coords to this little volcanic path over here. This is the best place to find the Meemog. So I'm going to go ahead and find one real quick, and I will be right back, and then I will show you guys the rest of the steps. Never mind, I already found one, so I don't even need to cut away. What you're going to want to do for this glitch is make sure you have one thing. You're going to want the Rain of Mercy, and then you're going to want to bring your strongest weapon. So I have two pretty strong weapons over here. All I'm going to do is build a few walls around this Meemog so it can't escape, because obviously they move very, very fast and it's pretty annoying if they escape. And I will show you guys what you need to do. Make sure you have the Rain of Mercy equipped. This means you won't be able to actually kill the Meemog. Oh, well, I just broke down my entire wall, so I guess that didn't really matter. But as you guys can see, I can hit the Meemog as many times as humanly possible, and it won't kill it. This is very important because the way you rank up is actually dependent on damage, not how many people you kill. So if you just sit here and do as much damage as humanly possible to this Meemog, by the time you kill it at the very end, you will get millions of XP. So I just accidentally ranked up my pals to level 20 by killing this other pal. However, that really won't matter because you'll see I'll get millions and millions of XP from this one little itty bitty pal. Obviously, you're not supposed to get millions of XP from a level 20 Meemog, even if you do turn up your XP rates. So this is about to be absolutely absurd. So just sit here and do as much damage to this Meemog as humanly possible, as long as you can possibly stand. Of course, it's going to be a little bit annoying and a little bit of time wasting and resource wasting, but by the time you do like a billion damage to this guy, you'll just instantly rank up to level 60. So trust me guys, it will be worth it. Alright, I'm sick of doing damage to this guy, so once you're done doing damage and you actually want to kill him now to get the XP, all you're going to do is take out a torch and hit him a few times like this. He should catch on fire eventually and die. Sometimes you need to chase him around and it gets kind of annoying. But make sure you don't take the Rain of Mercy off. If you take the Rain of Mercy off, this glitch will not work. So make sure you do not take it off, and you're going to want to try and kill him or get him to die without taking it off. This is why the walls come in handy, but he should just fall into lava. Yep, there we go. He just jumped into lava, and you can see I got 16 million XP from that. Obviously, you're not supposed to get 16 million XP from killing a single Meemog, but that is it. It gives you so much XP. This is the easiest XP glitch in the entire game, and barely anyone knows about it too. That's the best part about that glitch, is almost nobody knows about it. So you can do it all you want on multiplayer servers, on your own servers, whatever, and this will probably never be patched. Now I have a gold and another less good XP glitch to show you guys in a second, but for now let's do a quick little farm glitch. I'm going to show you guys how to get your farm stacked up like this. You can do some really overpowered things like this. You can stack them like 20i and they farm them very quickly, and you get a ton of berries. I've only been here for a few minutes and you guys can see they already have 10,000 berries, which is absolutely insane. So I'm going to show you guys how to stack your farms. So pretty much all you're going to need is just the materials for the farms and some wood to make a bench. If you're doing this at a base, make sure you put all of the pals away, or they're going to be super annoying and like mess up this glitch. So you just want it to be yourself. All you're going to do is place down a few benches, and you're just going to want to put them on top of each other just like this. I believe 3 benches should be enough. Boom, just like that. I don't know why the XP is still on the left side of my screen. I guess that's how overpowered it is. It's still like it doesn't even know what to do with all that XP. But once you get down to 3 benches, all you're going to do is jump and place down 1 farm. Oh, you're actually not supposed to build it. I forgot about that. So jump, place the first farm just like this, and then you're going to want to get rid of the third bench. You're going to want to jump and place the berry plantation or whatever plantation you're building again, and then you're going to want to get rid of the bench under that. So it's just like that. You just keep repeating this. You just break the bench, jump and place the farm. There you go. And once they're all lined up, I only want 3 on this stack, but you can see you can get 4, 5, 6, 20. You can get as many as you want. You can just go down now and actually build the farms, and they're all going to be built on top of each other just like that. Super simple, really easy. It saves a ton of space. It makes them farm a lot quicker. I can see I have like 4 or 5 over here. I do this on all of my bases, and if you even want to get some gold out of this, you can sell the red berries for gold once you cook them. I believe it's 2 gold for every single berry, so this is a free like 20,000 gold right here for doing absolutely nothing. This is definitely my favorite base glitch, and being able to build these farms up super high is a really valuable little bug that they're probably not going to patch for probably ever, to be honest, because it's been in the game since its creation, and they don't care about that. Alright, this next glitch has been around for a while. It is a very good way to get gold, probably the best way to get gold in the entire game, and you can also use it to get some XP. This glitch is a lot easier, so if you don't want to be messing with any settings, or you want to do it on like a multiplayer world, or the other glitches are just way too complicated, this is a much easier one. So the first thing we're going to want to do is teleport to the Eastern Wild Island right here on the right side of the map at coords 540 -100. Now, once we're here, we're just going to want to fly straight over here in this direction to the little marking I have over here. And we're going to want to find the black marketeer, which will be in this little cutout in the cave. The coords are -460 -120, and the black marketeer is just going to be right here. So he has a ton of health, and he's pretty hard to kill just normally, and I used to show a glitch all the time on my channel where if you threw your pal out and then talked to him, he wouldn't be able to hit you, and your pal could just kill him and get the coins and XP. However, that has kind of been patched. You'll see what I mean. It makes it so there's a ton of PDIF officers that come and kill you if you try and do that now. However, there is a little bit worse of a way to do it. It's a bit of a workaround. If you just place a hanging trap, you have to get it like just right under him. There you go. Now he won't be able to shoot back. You can throw out your pal, and you can just get all the gold and whatever you want from him. The only issue, oh, okay, well, I probably shouldn't use that gun because it breaks the trap, but I'm sure you guys won't be using the plasma cannon either way. If you use any other gun, it won't break the trap, and he won't be able to spawn his pal, and it will be extremely easy to get his gold and the gold keys and the XP from killing him over and over again. The only problem is these PDIF officers are incredibly annoying, so you will have to deal with this. This is why the other glitches I've been showing are way better, but I wanted to show an alternative just in case you guys don't like those glitches. So the XP part still works, which I'm going to show you, but the way you can get gold is a little bit hard. Also, if you just run away from the area a little bit and come all the way back, the black marketeer will spawn back, so you can just keep farming him for gold over and over. However, I believe with the officers here, you're probably going to want to, like, if you want to just farm gold for like hours or whatever to get millions and millions, you're going to want to just like make a base over here and keep respawning, so you're not wanted by these guys over and over again, because it's just really annoying. Now, the best way to do this glitch, if you're planning on doing this, is actually catching the black marketeer, and then you can butcher him for double the amount of gold. I'm going to go catch him real quick, and then I will show you guys how to do the XP half of this glitch. However, it requires a ton of gold coins, which I'm showing you guys now. It's a little bit annoying to do that because they added recently these infantrymen that shoot at you, and I don't know why they did that, because it kind of ruins the glitch. It kind of ruins, you know, the gameplay. It's pretty annoying, but if you do manage to catch him, I will show you guys how to get the XP from him. If you are at your base here after you catch him, all you need to do is find him in your pal box and put him out here in the wild. Oh, that was in my inventory, but you just want to put him out here in the wild, and here is a nice little tip. You guys can't see because I'm already level 60, but if you actually buy the pals that he has, which are pretty cheap, some are only 2,000, 5,000, 3,000, and there's a 23,000 there, which I don't want to buy, but it will actually give you a good amount of XP for every single pal you buy. So if you just get a ton of gold from doing this glitch or other glitches, you can just sit here and buy his pals over and over again, and you'll be able to get a ton of XP. So if you run out of pals that you bought, like I just did, you can just put him in the pal box and take him right back out, and he will be here ready to sell you even more pals. And like I said, you guys can't really see because I'm already level 60, but that really does give you a really good amount of XP, especially if you have a ton of gold to just sit here over and over and over again and collect all the different pals. It's a few benefits. You get the pals and you get the XP from buying the pals. Alright, we have one more really big glitch to show you guys that's really good and probably one of the most OP glitches in the entire game. But first of all, I want to show you the food glitches, which most of us should probably know about by now, but I want to show you guys anyway, just in case you don't, because there's a ton of new players. As you can see, these berries have this little countdown on them, counting down from 10 minutes, and other foods have this too. For some reason the honey doesn't have it, even though you can eat it, but a bunch of foods have this little countdown. All you have to do is press the sword in the top right here, and you guys can see the countdown resets. I don't know why it's 12 minutes. Maybe they changed it. I could have sworn it was 10 minutes. Either way, they will completely reset, so you can just spam this once every like 20 minutes if you're holding some really important food. And also another little fun fact slash little bug slash glitch, I don't know if this is intentional, but if you put the food in the global storage thing, the guild chest over here, it will be no cooldown. See, look at this, guys. Isn't that weird? This berry is 10 minutes and this berry is 12 minutes. Did they change this in like the last day or something? I think the maximum is 10, but for some reason these berries have 12 minutes on them. I don't know, whatever, maybe it's a bug or something. However, the main point is if you put them in this guild chest right here, the timer won't go down. So you can just sit here, and if you want to collect all of your food and put it in the guild chest right here, the timer won't go down at all. It's an excellent way to save food. You guys can see I have 92 of these little look through, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but this really good food, and it has a countdown, which I don't want it to go down. If you put it in the guild chest, it won't go down at all. I actually forgot about this one while I was recording, but I'm going to insert a quick clip on how to get unlimited ranches on top of each other. This one is kind of like the berry glitch, but it saves a ton of space, and all of your ranches, like, they all go towards the bottom, so you can collect a ton of items. It's actually a pretty OP glitch, and it's very easy. So this is how you do that. Let's just get straight into it. Let's make this really fast. We're just going to make a little foundation. I believe mine is 5 by 5, so we have a 5 by 4 actually stone foundation right here. So 5 this way, 4 this way, and this is also going to be needed to be at a pal base, so make sure you have a pal box down wherever you're trying to do this, because you can only place wrenches in a pal box area or a base. So anyways, once you have this little foundation down, you are going to put stone walls 4 high up. You can actually go as high as you want, I believe, with this glitch, but we're just going to make it super simple, and we're only going to do 4. Maybe if you guys do this glitch at your own base and you get it down, you can go even higher, but for now we're just going to do 4. So once you are done with 4, pay attention to this step, because a lot of the times I messed this step up and it was really annoying, and it doesn't work if you don't get this step right. So all you're going to need to do is hold control, and you're going to want to place it just right here. Now this part is like really kind of hard, because what you're not going to want to do is you're not going to want to do this. You're not going to want to like see how it's unconnected here, and I can move it wherever, and I can just put it like right there, like super close to the wall. That's actually not what you're going to want to do. You want to make sure you're holding control, and you want to make sure it snaps into place. So you can see right there, it doesn't snap into place, it's just going all over. But if we look towards the middle of the box, it actually snaps into place, and we don't need to put it anywhere. So we're going to put that right there, and then I have my work speed turned all the way up for this, so I can just instantly build it. And you're just going to want to connect them wherever you can. Sometimes they're not going to snap into place, sometimes they do. Sometimes your pal is going to get in the way, so that's okay. So you can see this part right here on the left wasn't snapping into place, but you're just going to keep on snapping. See, this one isn't snapping into place, and that's completely fine because as you build the other ones, more and more will snap into place. So just build as many crates as you can. We're going to want 3 crates on the right, actually 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and 1 in the middle, making it 3 altogether on either side, so 5 in total. So you're just going to build 2 layers of these crates. It is kind of complicated on your first try, but once you get it down, you will easily be able to do it. So you can see how I can't place one right here. That's completely fine. All we're going to have to do is build these 2, and then you can place it. So it's a little bit complicated at first, but once you get it down, it's going to be really easy. So as you guys can see, this one is sliding, which means it's not going to work, which means we don't want to do that. So we're just going to go on to the next one, and as we build them, more and more are going to snap into place. So don't worry if like 1 or 2 of them isn't snapping into place and you're like panicking because you did it wrong. Do not worry, just snap the other ones into place and they'll all come together at some point. There we go. Now that we have a perfect 5 crates in a row with 2 layers up, now what we are going to want to do is place 1 more crate right here. There we go. And this is just going to be our placement crate to make it easier to build the ranches. Now we can go 1 more layer up or 2 more layers up or 3 more layers up, whatever we want, but we don't really want to do that right now just for you know, teaching purposes. We don't want to go too high up, but theoretically you can go as high as possible, and I think you can even do this with like breeding grounds and other kinds of base buildings and things like that, but we're just going to stick to the ranch right now, and I kind of like how the ranch looks. It's kind of OP, so we're just going to want to put the ranch as close to the wall as possible, and now we can start going Bob the Builder, just destroying absolutely everything. Wreck-It Ralph maybe is a better reference there, but there we go. Let's place our second one right against the wall. Now we destroy this layer, and you can build these if you want. I don't know if it actually matters if you build them mid glitch that we're doing, but it's whatever. We're just going to finish all 3 of them, and then we can build all 3 of them, and there we go. We have all 3 built and all 3 glitch stacked on top of each other. So I'm actually going to put some pals in here and see how they like it, see if they like their new glitched home. And I'm pretty sure, I actually don't know what happens when you start putting the pals in there. I haven't got to that part yet. I haven't actually tried it. So we're just going to put a bunch of chickens and a bunch of sheep, and we'll see what happens with them. We'll see where they go. I assume they're just going like glitch up there, because I think one can only hold like 3 or 4. Oh, nope, it looks like they're all just going to graze right here. Holy cow, this is actually kind of crazy. You can see how many are in there. There's like 10. Actually, there's 16 pals, and 1 of them isn't in there. 2 of them isn't in there. So it seems like there's 14 or 15 pals in these 3 graze grounds, which is absolutely insane. All right, that was a fun little glitch, but nothing important. I'm going to get into the last glitch right here, which is one of the most overpowered glitches in the entire game. This one is going to be able to kill a lot of the Bella Noire and the new Blazamut bosses without taking any damage. Now note guys, this actually doesn't work that good with Bella Noire, because Bella Noire can shoot through walls, and we're going to be going to a glitch location to kill this boss. However, it works really well with the new boss who can't attack you through walls, so you might want to keep that in mind. I'm going to do Bella Noire anyway, just because that's the tablet I have on me right now, but you're going to want to head over to the pristine snowfield at -340 and 260. I thought this glitch would be patched by now, but it actually hasn't. It's really overpowered. Now, when we're here, you're going to see this little toad rock right here. You're going to see a big empty area, and most importantly, you're going to see this little triangle rock right here. This is how you're going to know you're in the correct space, and if you come right over here to the end of the wall, you're going to see there is a glitched area. I think you can build in here and stuff too, which is pretty cool, but the purpose that we're going to be using it for is that the bosses won't be able to attack you. Now, like I said, Bella Noire is the one I'm going to be showing here. It's probably not the best one to show because he actually can attack you through walls, but it's pretty much the same thing with all the different bosses, and the new bosses won't be able to attack you through walls. So if you're going to do this, I recommend using a boss other than Bella Noire, but I don't feel like going to get a different tablet, and this is the one I have on right now. It's the same setup, just with a different boss. Now the setup is incredibly easy. All you're going to want to do is place your PAL box around here, And then as you guys can see, the outer edges of the PAL box are going to be around this triangle rock. You're going to have to build a little bit of a platform like I did right here for the summoning altar, because it's kind of on like a slope and it's a little bit annoying. But once you get that, you can just put the book in here and you can go ahead and summon the PAL. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how this is going to work with Belle Noire. I haven't tried it all the way, but with the new bosses, it works incredibly well. So you just want to go in this glitched area, and the new bosses won't be able to hit you at all. However, Belle Noire, he attacks through walls. However, it seems like this bug is kind of works for Belle Noire too, because her attacks do not work all the way. Obviously, you have a huge glitch rock, so Belle Noire can't get near you. Sometimes they get completely glitched like that. Belle Noire is definitely not the best boss to do this to, because she can teleport. He/she can teleport too. However, you guys can see it's still like a huge benefit. Half of her attacks like glitch out. They get trapped in here half the time, just like that. Yep, you can see he's completely stuck there until he teleports, and you won't be able... Oh, okay. Either way, you'll find a bunch of little glitch spots like this where you can just attack them over and over and over again. Obviously, the game had not been meant for you to like get back here, so you can find a bunch of different ways to attack the bosses and just have a huge advantage. It doesn't work perfectly, obviously, especially with Belle Noire. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but with the new bosses, it works really, really well, and you can just get them stuck like right here. I have some other videos and clips on my channel where they just get stuck in the glitched area, and you can just attack them the entire time. Now, I'm going to dip out because Belle Noire is kicking my booty and I don't feel like dealing with her, but trust me, try it on some of the new bosses. It actually works incredibly well. We're going to get out of there, but that is it for now, guys. These are all the glitches I know about, or at least all of the useful glitches that I know about that are completely unpatched. I have more videos on some more glitches on the new updates coming soon, so if you want to see those, feel free to sub up and make sure to comment and let me know which glitches you guys use the most or which glitches you guys like the most.